Starting on all fours, you want to sit back, tipping your pelvis up. So watching the window, and you can see there that your bottom starts to curl under. You want to put your head down a little bit more in between your arms and really push your head down and your bottom up. So you've got a straight back. Also look at your feet, try and get them a bit more upright so it's as if you're standing on the ground. This is a preparation to be able to squat. So the first thing you need to do, just to warm up the muscles and loosen you up before you do any kind of working out. And you want to do this every day. This video in just so you can see your posture. Your feet are turned slightly out, your tailbone's tucked under, your chest is really low. So I'm going to stick my bottom up. I'm going to clench that in there.
Oh, you're doing that. Do that again.
So we're here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Now my shins aren't totally vertical. I can put a bit more weight back behind me. See how I can loosen my balance. But your weight is in your toes. I can lift my toes and then stand back out of it. There we go. Now see if you can do it a bit more. Even stick out even further. Push the back. That is so much better. Well done. Keep holding it there. So what we'll practice is eventually you take a book away. So you'll have.
Lexi, no.
That's it. And then weight on your heels, like you could lift your toes. There we are. Well done. Sticking up still. That's it. Keep holding. So you can hold on to anything in the house, a door, the banister on the staircase, anything that's sturdy. And to begin with, we're trying to get shins vertical to the floor. So we're sticking the butt out and back to keep the pelvis in line with the spine. You're using your arms at the moment to take the weight so you can take your weight back behind you. Then you're going to do a few reps where you actually go even lower. So you can see you went slightly lower there. You want your bottom to go right the way down to your heels. So the difference is holding on with your arms and getting your shins vertical and holding slightly higher than this would be like you're doing the pea in the woods. And then when you come low like you are there, you're just practicing really range of motion in hips, knees and ankles, stretching the calves, keeping the weight on your heels so you're using the back side of your body and not the quads. So we're stepping on the rolled up
That's not high enough.
mat, and then you step over. So step over the books with your other leg,
That's it.
and then you're leaning forwards and you've got that angle, and you can see, or you'll be able to see when you watch this video, the angle of your toes against your shin, closing that gap down so that you've got the foot what's called dorsiflexion, and then the calf is stretching. Now from there,
Right. Yeah.
so this is the calf stretch,
Yeah.
this bit, gastrocnemius, and then we're going to just sit low, and I'm pushing my shin towards my shoelaces, heel back, and then that stretch is coming into this part of my calf muscle now. Okay?
Yeah.
So can you feel the change in, is it in your lower calf now? Now look up, shoulders back, stick your bum out. That's it. The other thing just to point out is to try and make sure, you'll see when you watch this video, your big toe on your left foot lifts. Try and make sure that you've got your heel on the ground and your big toe and your little toe are spread in your shoes, and they're nice and flat, okay? That's it. And if you can just push your right hip ever so slightly higher.
Oh, at the
That's
top.
it, yeah. Well, all the time as you're from bottom to top. That's it. Oh, you'll be impressed when you see this. The stillness and control of your torso. Keep pulling the rib cage down.
Am I not
Again,
making any funny
yourself
face?
into neutral.
I'm very confused about where that is right now. I think
Lovely,
it's there.
that's it. So pubic bone and belly button are in line, and then just turn your feet so that you're not that's too far out, so a bit more central. Perfect. And then they're in line with your knees are in line with your hips are in line with your shoulders. Your head looks like it's tipping slightly to the left, but that might be your ponytail. This is all on film so you can see. That's it. Good. Okay, so from that position, you're going to raise your right arm and your left leg. Keeping the torso nice and still. Wonderful. Now tuck, no, stay there. Stay out and balance. Good. And you just moved your foot exactly like I wanted you to. And now stretch your fingertips of your hand away and try and straighten your leg. You'll see when you watch this back how tight your calf is because it's pulling your knee into a bent position. So keep on trying to push that foot away. Well done. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Try and take the strain out the back of your neck. That's it. Stick your butt up. Lovely. That's it. And then come forwards. Keep the tailbone up. Support your lower back. That's it. Push back. Stretch through those shoulders, middle of the back. Good. And then come forwards. Tuck your toes under a little bit more if you can. That's it. Not so far forward on the hips on that one, so try and push a little bit further forward if you can when you come into that press up. Hips forward. Lovely. Go back and come forward again. So you're in a tuck your toes a little bit more but keep your hips where they were. So if you imagine your feet are flat on the floor, your shins are almost vertical and your butt is right down, so it's a squat position with a nice straight back, but you're obviously not against gravity. So this, if you practice this, so go forward, rock forwards, rock forwards again. That's it. Stretch the hip flexor. Now come back and do exactly that. Butt in the air, shoulders down, head down. Go on right down. Keep your toes tucked like they're flat on the floor, and hold it there. Well done. Don't worry about the upper body, but move the lower body back and up. That's better. Now stand. I deleted the old video so you can't see the difference, unfortunately, sorry, but that's it. And now you want ear on top of shoulder, shoulder on top of hip, hip on line with the back of the knee, and then that in line with your ankle. Okay, so let's do it again. Hips go first. Don't bend your knees first, hips first. That's it. Keep pushing back. You can soften the knees slightly to allow the hips to tip up. Somebody at the door. Keep your elbows higher. Straight, nice, and then stand up steadily. Hang on. That's it. Go on. Your back is pretty straight. Your knees bent. Can you straighten your standing leg? That's it.
Oh, not for very long.
And can you drop your right hip down and a bit more? And you're just rounding your back now, so relax, relax. That's it. So just come forward first. Now straighten your standing leg. Let's do that bit. That's it. Drop your hands a little lower if you can. Lovely. Now you're twisting open your hips towards me, so keep them flat. Don't worry about how high that leg comes, and just hold it there. Try and push your hips back towards me slightly. That's it. And your hips are level, but they are tucked under, so you've got a rounding of the spine. If you can try and push your hips back and up. That's it. And lower. Lift your head too, but don't look up. Stay looking at the mat. Lift your head. Good. And don't bend your knees. Fight against the knee bend. So tighten your thighs and stretch your heels away. That's it. And lower. And again. See if we can see glute activation here in the sun. That's it. And lower. And again, lift, squeeze your butt, but keep your pelvis down. That's it. Good. And then lower. And then stretch that upper body. Reach the fingertips. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. Very good. And lower. And do it again. Straighten your knees. Straighten your knees. Straighten your knees. That's it. And lower. And one more time. Lift the upper body a bit more, lift and hold, straighten your legs, stretch, stretch and lift, and release. Well done. So your shoulders, so this is for the purpose of the video when you watch it back, are quite far off the floor. So if you turn your palms up and then they go a little bit lower. And now try and push the back of your shoulder into the ground as much as you can. Open up the chest, and then bring your arms close to your sides and bring your hands so they're pushing down towards your heels. Turn them back over. That's it. And then just keep trying to push your shoulders right down to the floor. So you've got this little gap
arch my
here.
back.
There we are. That pushes down there, and we're arching under here. So a nice little bit of a gap there. That's it. Lovely. Now what we're actually going to do is we're going to roll your knees side to side, but I don't want the rib cage and the shoulders to come with you. So just roll to the side as far as you can, as far over as you can, then come my way, and just add a little bit of momentum and go left to right. That's brilliant. Keep your shoulders nice and still. Ribs are fairly flat, so they're not coming with you. And so engaging through the core, the ribs are being pulled down into the abdominal area. Your pelvis is in neutral, so you're kind of rocking backwards and forwards over the sacrum and the base of the two pubic pelvis bones. That's it. Keep going. So this is shoulder blades pulling in together, and then try and keep those elbows pushing back towards your thighs. That's it. And then, so they come together, and then push them out and away, and then squeeze together, and your lower body is staying nice and still. That's it. Okay, so now hold it there, neutral. Now tip the back all the way up, so tip the tailbone under, put your head down, open up the shoulder blades, so you're doing the cat camel. So up, back up to the sky. That's it. As far as you can, really tuck, and now go the other way, fully the other way. So head up, bottom up, shoulder blades in and together, shoulder blades in. That's it. And now go the other way, shoulder blades out. That's it. And now go the other way, and now come into neutral. So don't scrunch the neck, pull the shoulder blades down and back, arms are straight, pelvis is in neutral. Hold it in that position and relax.